The revolutionary significance of the first personal computer, Altair 8800, released in 1975, the Altair 8800 shattered the prevailing notion that computers were large, specialized machines only accessible to experts. Sold as a kit, users had to assemble it themselves. Its operations relied on simple switches and lights, lacking modern keyboards or displays. Despite its simplicity, the Altair 8800 quickly gained popularity among engineers and tech enthusiasts. This success paved the way for companies like Apple and IBM to enter the personal computer market, marking the beginning of the personal computer revolution. Notably, Bill Gates and Paul Allen developed the basic programming language for the Altair 8800, which laid the foundation for Microsoft and the broader software industry. Early memory capacities versus modern standards. Personal computers from the 1970s and early 1980s had incredibly limited memory by today's standards. For instance, the Apple I had only 4 KB of standard memory, while the Altair 8800 started with a mere 256 bytes. In contrast, modern smartphones and laptops boast tens of gigabytes to several terabytes of storage, enabling vast amounts of data processing and storage. Early programmers had to maximize efficiency by meticulously compressing code and designing programs with minimal resources. These constraints fostered innovations that continue to influence modern engineering practices. The origins and inefficiencies of the QWERTY keyboard layout. The QWERTY keyboard layout, designed in the 1870s, was not optimized for efficient typing. Instead, it was created to prevent typewriter keys from jamming by spacing out frequently used letters. Despite its inefficiency, QWERTY became the standard and remains dominant due to widespread adoption and familiarity. Alternative layouts, such as Dvorak or Colmac, have been developed to increase typing speed and reduce finger movement. However, QWERTY persists because its ubiquity outweighs the benefits of transitioning to newer systems. Western knives and Japanese knives differ in shape and usage. Knives are generally categorized into Western knives and Japanese knives, and they differ in shape and usage. Western knives, such as the chef's knife, are designed to be all-purpose and are commonly used for cutting meat, fish, and vegetables with a single knife. These knives typically have a curved blade, making them suitable for a rocking motion on the cutting board. In contrast, Japanese knives are specialized for specific tasks. For example, the Yanagaba knife is used for slicing sashimi, the Deba knife for cutting fish, and the Nakiri knife for chopping vegetables. Each Japanese knife is crafted for a specific purpose, requiring skill to use effectively. However, they produce beautiful, precise cuts, reflecting Japan's meticulous approach to food preparation. Japanese knives symbolize the nation's culinary culture and respect for craftsmanship. The economic impact of space debris and challenges for the future space debris has significant economic repercussions. If a satellite collides with debris and is destroyed, the cost of repair or replacement can exceed billions of dollars. Additionally, such collisions can generate new debris, increasing the risk of further incidents and escalating costs. As the problem worsens, the growth of the space industry could stall, hindering commercial use and exploration. In the future, technological innovation and stronger international cooperation will be essential to ensure the sustainable use of space and to mitigate the risks posed by space debris. Types of snake venom and their medical applications. Snake venom is classified into two primary types: neurotoxic venom and hemotoxic venom. Neurotoxic venom affects the nervous system, causing paralysis and respiratory failure, while hemotoxic venom disrupts blood clotting, leading to internal bleeding and tissue damage. Venom serves not only to immobilize prey, but also to aid in digestion by breaking down tissue. In modern medicine, snake venom has been utilized to develop life-saving drugs. For example, certain components of venom are used to create medications that lower blood pressure or prevent blood clots. Thus, snake venom has a significant impact not only in nature, but also in medical research and treatment. Oil painting creates depth through layering. One of the defining characteristics of oil painting is the ability to create depth and dimensionality by layering paint. This technique, known as layering, involves applying multiple layers of paint step by step, such as underpainting, intermediate layers, and final glazing. By allowing each layer to dry before applying the next, artists can achieve a luminous and transparent finish without muddying the colors. Masters like Vermeer and Rembrandt perfected this technique, using it to portray light and shadow with incredible realism. This level of depth and detail is challenging to achieve with other painting mediums, making oil painting unique. Bees' roles change with age in their society. In a honeybee colony, the roles of worker bees change as they age. Newly born worker bees begin their lives by cleaning the hive and tending to the larvae. As they grow older, they take on tasks like processing honey and maintaining the hive. Eventually, they transition to foraging for food outside the hive and defending it. This age-based division of labor ensures that each bee's physical capabilities are optimally utilized. This system of age-based task allocation is a key factor in the efficiency of a honeybee colony. Refrigerators don't actually cool food. Refrigerators don't directly cool food. Instead, they remove heat from the interior and release it outside. Specifically, the cooling system inside the refrigerator absorbs heat, and the condenser at the back releases this heat into the surrounding air. That's why the area around the back of the refrigerator often feels warm. This process helps maintain a consistent internal temperature, keeping your food fresh. Avocados do not ripen on the tree. Avocados are unique in that they do not ripen while on the tree. They remain hard until they are harvested, ripening over time after being picked. This characteristic makes them less prone to damage and suitable for transportation over long distances. It also allows consumers to choose the level of ripeness they prefer, making avocados versatile for different culinary uses. The cycles of influenza pandemics. Influenza pandemics occur approximately every 10 to 50 years, according to historical records. The 20th century saw three major pandemics. 1918, Spanish flu. This was the deadliest influenza pandemic in history, killing an estimated 50 million people worldwide. Caused by an H1N1 virus, it severely affected even healthy young adults. 1957, Asian flu. This H2N2 virus caused around 2 million deaths and included genes from bird influenza viruses. 1968, Hong Kong flu. The H3N2 virus caused about 1 million deaths and continues to circulate as a seasonal influenza strain. Pandemics often occur when influenza viruses undergo significant genetic shifts, such as those resulting from the transfer of animal viruses to humans. Tuna's hunting and social behavior. Tuna exhibit both solitary and group behaviors, often forming schools that play a vital role in their hunting strategies and protection. Cooperative hunting tuna schools work together to hunt efficiently. For instance, dozens of tuna can herd schools of smaller fish, like sardines, into tight clusters, making it easier to catch their prey. This cooperative behavior is a hallmark of schooling fish. Social advantage. Schooling also provides protection against predators. Being in a group reduces the chances of any single tuna being targeted by larger predators, such as sharks or other large fish. For example, in the Indian Ocean and Southeast Asia, large schools of tuna are often observed working together to hunt. These schools are also highly valued by fishermen, as they allow for the capture of large numbers of tuna at once. Muscles are closely connected to the brain. While the brain sends signals to control muscle movement, the movement of muscles can also influence the brain. For example, exercise triggers the release of hormones like serotonin and endorphins, which enhance feelings of happiness. This is why exercise is effective in relieving stress and improving mood. Studies have also shown that strength training can reduce the risk of dementia, highlighting the deep connection between muscles and the brain. Baby elephants stand up remarkably quickly. Baby elephants are able to stand and start walking within a few hours of birth. This instinctive behavior helps them survive in the wild by quickly avoiding potential predators. Newborn elephants are surrounded and protected by their mothers and other herd members as they grow. Compared to other animals, species like horses and deer also walk shortly after birth, but the way elephants' entire herd protects and nurtures the calf is particularly unique. Avocado skin indicates ripeness. The color and texture of an avocado's skin are good indicators of its ripeness. For example, with the Hass variety, the skin changes from dark green to almost black and feels slightly soft when it's ready to eat. If it's still green and firm, it's unripe. And if it's overly dark and mushy, it's likely overripe. For other varieties, the smoothness or roughness of the skin can also provide clues about ripeness. Knowing these cues allows you to enjoy avocados at their peak. Yawning does not always correlate with fatigue. Although yawning is often associated with fatigue, research shows that yawning and feelings of tiredness do not always match. For instance, people may not yawn even after long hours of work despite feeling tired. Conversely, yawning can occur right after waking up or during periods of alertness. This suggests that yawning is more related to resetting the brain and switching mental states than to physical exhaustion. Yawning helps prepare the brain for changes in activity levels and promotes alertness, rather than merely being a response to tiredness. Carbon as the foundation of life. Carbon is the cornerstone of all life. thanks to its unique ability to form diverse bonds with other elements. This versatility allows it to construct essential biomolecules like proteins, fats, carbohydrates, and DNA. Carbon also exists in different forms, or allotropes, such as graphite and diamond, with vastly different properties. For instance, diamond is extremely hard, while graphite is soft and conducts electricity. This diversity makes carbon indispensable for both biological systems and industrial applications. Ants act as Earth's natural cleaners. Ants play a critical role as decomposers in ecosystems. They collect and break down organic matter such as dead insects, leaves, and leftover food, helping to recycle nutrients back into the soil. This decomposition process enriches the soil and promotes plant growth. One study revealed that ants are responsible for over 30% of organic matter decomposition in tropical rainforests. Without ants, leaves, carcasses, and debris would accumulate, potentially disrupting entire ecosystems. Additionally, ants dig tunnels in the soil, improving air and water circulation underground. This makes ants essential to maintaining healthy ecosystems. They truly are nature's little cleaners, contributing to the balance and sustainability of our planet. Why microwave ovens are unsuitable for vacuum cooking and alternative methods. Vacuum cooking involves sealing food in airtight bags and heating it at low temperatures for extended periods to retain flavor and nutrients. Microwave ovens are not suitable for this method because they heat food by vibrating water molecules. In a vacuum-sealed bag, steam builds up inside the bag, causing it to expand and possibly burst. Furthermore, microwaves do not function efficiently in airless or vacuum conditions. To safely perform vacuum cooking, use water baths or specialized sous vide devices designed for the purpose. Salt's physical effects beyond taste. Salt also influences the physical properties of cooking and food preparation. For example, in homemade ice cream, salt is mixed with ice to lower the freezing point, enhancing the cooling effect. In pastry and cookie dough, adding salt inhibits gluten formation, resulting in a crisp and flaky texture. Additionally, salting fish or meat coagulates proteins, improving preservation. These effects make salt an indispensable element in determining the quality and characteristics of dishes. The first computer mouse was made of wood. The first computer mouse, invented in 1964, had a wooden exterior. This early design used 2 wheels on the bottom to detect movement and control the cursor on the screen. The device was named Mouse because its shape resembled a rodent, with the cable looking like a tail. Over time, the mouse evolved into ball-based, optical, and laser sensor versions, significantly improving its functionality. Today, alternatives like touchpads and trackpads are also widely used, but the original wooden mouse marked a significant milestone in computer usability. The relationship between volcanoes and the moon or other planets. Volcanoes are not unique to Earth. They also exist on the moon, Mars, and Venus. For example, Mars is home to Olympus Mons, the largest volcano in the solar system, standing approximately 21 kilometers tall, about 2.5 times the height of Mount Everest. The moon also shows evidence of past volcanic activity, with vast plains of solidified lava known as lunar Maria. These extraterrestrial volcanoes provide valuable insights into the geological processes of other celestial bodies. Octopuses reproduce only once in their lifetime. Octopuses are semiparous animals, meaning they reproduce only once before dying. Female octopuses lay eggs and then spend weeks guarding them, often foregoing food entirely during this period. They protect their eggs until they hatch, sacrificing their energy and ultimately their lives in the process. Male octopuses typically die shortly after mating as well. This life strategy, known as Big Bang reproduction, dedicates all available energy to ensuring the success of the next generation. It is similar to the life cycles of salmon and certain insects, providing a fascinating example of diverse reproductive strategies in the animal kingdom. The coldest soccer match in history. The coldest recorded soccer match took place in Finland in 2000, during a domestic league game played in temperatures as low as -28 degrees Celsius. Players had to wear special thermal gear to endure the freezing conditions, and the ball became so hard that kicking it caused pain. Despite the extreme weather, a small number of dedicated fans attended the match, wrapped in blankets and sipping hot drinks. This game is remembered as a testament to the challenges of playing under extreme conditions. The dew claw, a cat's hidden toe. Cats have a small, extra toe on the side of their front paws called the dew claw. This vestigial digit doesn't touch the ground, but is crucial for tasks like climbing trees or gripping prey. It provides additional traction and balance, especially when scaling vertical surfaces. Although less active in domestic cats, it still requires trimming to prevent it from overgrowing and causing discomfort. Elephants have an awareness of death. Elephants are known for their special behavior toward death. They often touch the bones of deceased elephants and stay near the site for extended periods. This behavior is rare among mammals and suggests that elephants may understand and respect death. While dolphins and chimpanzees also display some behaviors indicating awareness of death, elephants' ritualistic actions, such as handling bones, are particularly unique. Neptune's foam is a natural phenomenon seen on the ocean surface. Occasionally, the ocean surface can become covered with white foam, a phenomenon known as Neptune's foam. This occurs when plankton blooms or decaying seaweed release organic compounds that cause the seawater to foam up. Strong winds and rough seas can enhance this foaming effect, spreading thick layers of foam across the ocean's surface. While Neptune's foam can be visually striking and attract tourists, it can also be a sign of environmental issues. The presence of foam often indicates water pollution or nutrient overloading in the ocean, making it an important indicator of water quality. Dead zones in the ocean have dangerously low oxygen levels. There are areas in the ocean known as dead zones, where oxygen levels are extremely low, making it difficult for marine life to survive. These zones are often caused by agricultural runoff or industrial pollution, which introduce excess nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus into the water. These nutrients cause plankton blooms, and when the plankton die and decompose, they consume large amounts of oxygen, leaving the surrounding water depleted of oxygen. Dead zones have been observed in areas like the Gulf of Mexico and the Baltic Sea, and their size is increasing due to climate change and ocean pollution. These zones are an indicator of the ocean's health and highlight the impact of human activity on marine ecosystems. The evolution of the basketball and its design advancements. In the early days, a soccer ball was used for basketball, but its slippery surface made precision difficult. The development of dedicated basketballs introduced leather construction, although these early versions were also slippery. In the 1950s, orange basketballs were introduced to improve visibility for players and spectators. Modern basketballs are made from durable synthetic materials or rubber, with variations designed for indoor and outdoor use. Official NBA and FIBA basketballs undergo rigorous testing to ensure uniform bounce and optimal grip, contributing to consistent performance in professional games. Octopuses have venom. Most octopus species possess venom, but its potency and purpose vary depending on the species. For example, common octopuses use their venom to immobilize prey like crabs and shrimp, making it easier to consume them. However, the blue-ringed octopus is famous for its extremely potent venom, which contains tetrodotoxin, a neurotoxin that can be lethal to humans. Interestingly, the octopus itself does not produce this toxin. It is generated by symbiotic bacteria living within its body. The use of venom highlights the octopus's remarkable adaptation as a predator, capable of thriving in various environments. Bees regulate the hive environment using pheromones. Bees use pheromones to manage conditions within the hive. For example, the queen bee releases specific queen pheromones that suppress the reproductive behavior of worker bees and maintain order in the hive. Worker bees also exchange pheromones to share information about the growth stages of larvae or airflow within the hive. Furthermore, stabilizing pheromones secreted by worker bees help reassure larvae of a safe environment. This chemical communication system is essential for the hive's organized functioning. Migration is a seasonal adaptation to environmental changes. Some butterfly species, such as the chestnut tiger butterfly, undertake long-distance migrations spanning thousands of kilometers. These migrations allow butterflies to escape declining food sources or colder temperatures. During their journey, they follow specific routes, stopping at designated locations to rest and feed. These migration routes are believed to be encoded genetically, ensuring butterflies can navigate effectively even in unfamiliar territories. Some species also reproduce along the migration path, adapting to new environments to sustain their populations. This remarkable behavior highlights the evolutionary strategies butterflies use to cope with changing climates. Bees use their dances to communicate more than food locations. The waggle dance, performed by honeybees, is well known for conveying the location of food sources, but it can also relay other information. For instance, the vibrations and speed of the dance can indicate the safety and quality of the food source, as well as the presence of predators. Other bees observing the dance can remember this information and adapt their behaviors accordingly. This multifunctional communication tool ensures the hive's collective safety and efficient resource collection. Bees' vision is vastly different from humans. Bees have compound eyes, each made up of thousands of tiny lenses. This structure allows them to view a wide area at once and detect movement with high sensitivity. Moreover, bees can see ultraviolet light, enabling them to recognize colors and patterns invisible to humans. They use these ultraviolet nectar guides on flowers to quickly locate nectar. This extraordinary visual ability plays a crucial role in their efficient foraging and pollination activities. The impact of space debris on space tourism and exploration missions. The presence of space debris poses significant challenges for commercial space tourism and exploration missions. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin must carefully plan flight routes to avoid debris collisions during space tourism missions. Similarly, exploration missions to Mars or the Moon face potential obstacles from debris when passing through Earth's orbital zones. These risks increase the cost and complexity of space missions, presenting additional challenges for the growing space industry. Migratory butterflies use environmental magnetic fields and constellations for navigation. Butterflies that migrate, such as the chestnut tiger butterfly, rely on the Earth's magnetic fields and celestial patterns to travel long distances. Researchers have discovered that a butterfly's antennae function as magnetic sensors, helping them adjust their direction during flight. At night, they navigate using the positions of stars, while during the day, they reference the sun's position. This sophisticated navigation system allows them to maintain precise routes and adapt to environmental changes, showcasing their remarkable evolutionary capabilities. Avocados are considered the most nutritious fruit. Avocados are recognized by the Guinness World Records as the most nutritious fruit. They contain more than 20 vitamins and minerals, including vitamin E, vitamin K, potassium, and folate. Potassium, in particular, plays a vital role in maintaining the body's fluid balance and lowering blood pressure. Avocados have more potassium than bananas, making them a superior source of this essential mineral. Additionally, their antioxidant properties help combat cell aging and reduce the risk of diseases. With such impressive nutritional benefits, avocados are truly a powerhouse of health and beauty. The impact of volcanic ash on aircraft. Volcanic ash can cause severe damage to aircraft engines. When ash is sucked into jet engines, it can melt at high temperatures and solidify, leading to engine failure or malfunctions. In 2010, Iceland's Eyjafjallajökull eruption released a massive ash cloud that spread across Europe's airspace, grounding thousands of flights for several days to ensure safety. The eyes are particularly sensitive to UV rays. The cornea and lens in the eye have the ability to absorb ultraviolet, UV rays, but prolonged exposure can damage the eyes. For instance, excessive UV exposure increases the risk of corneal inflammation and cataracts. This is why wearing sunglasses in bright sunlight is highly recommended. Extra caution is needed in environments with strong UV reflections, such as snowy landscapes or near water. Regional differences in salt flavor and their origins. The flavor of salt varies depending on where it is sourced and how it is produced. For instance, French Guérande salt is harvested from salt marshes rich in algae and microorganisms, giving it a slightly sweet and complex taste. Himalayan pink salt, formed from ancient seawater crystallized in geological deposits, contains high levels of iron, which gives it its pink hue and unique flavor. Hawaiian black salt includes volcanic ash, imparting a subtle smoky aroma. These regional characteristics enhance the flavor profile of dishes, adding depth and uniqueness. The ocean has a sound channel that carries sound over long distances. The ocean contains a unique layer known as the SOFAR channel, which allows sound to travel extremely long distances. This layer, found at depths of about 600 to 1,000 meters, results from a balance between temperature and pressure that slows down the speed of sound and traps sound waves within the layer. Because the sound waves are confined, they lose very little energy and can travel for hundreds or even thousands of kilometers. The SOFAR channel was used during World War II for submarine communication and is now utilized for monitoring underwater seismic activity and studying marine mammals. This sound channel is also why whale calls can be heard over vast distances. Dogs recognize themselves through scent, not sight. While dogs don't recognize themselves in mirrors like humans do, they have their own way of self-recognition using scent. In an experiment, dogs were presented with canisters containing their own scent, as well as altered versions. The dogs spent significantly more time sniffing the altered version, indicating that they recognized the original scent as their own. This test, known as the mirror test for scent, shows that dogs have a strong sense of self-awareness, but it is based on smell rather than sight. For dogs, scent is a key identifier, and they use it to understand not just themselves, but also the world around them. These detailed explanations provide a glimpse into the incredible abilities, emotions, and senses that make dogs such fascinating and complex animals. Each of these traits highlights the depth of their adaptability, intelligence, and the unique bond they share with humans. Yawning and the brain's switching effect. Yawning helps facilitate the brain's switching effect, allowing it to transition from one state to another. For example, yawning often occurs when transitioning from sleep to wakefulness or from a focused state to a relaxed state. This switching effect helps the brain prepare for new tasks or situations. Athletes and musicians, for instance, are known to yawn before performing. This is believed to help their brains switch to performance mode, improving focus and readiness. Yawning may act as a signal that the brain is adjusting to new demands, making it an essential part of mental preparation. Avocado roots improve soil health. Avocado trees have deep roots that play a role in improving soil quality. These roots draw water from deep underground, enabling the trees to thrive even in arid regions. Additionally, the roots aerate the soil, making it more conducive to microbial activity and supporting the growth of other plants. Because of these properties, avocado trees are also utilized in agriculture and landscaping to enhance soil conditions. Butterfly wings create ultraviolet patterns through microscopic structures. Butterfly wings have the ability to reflect ultraviolet light, creating patterns invisible to the human eye. These ultraviolet patterns are vividly visible to other butterflies and are used for mating and species identification. For example, male butterflies display unique ultraviolet patterns on their wings to attract females. Additionally, these patterns can confuse predators, serving as a defense mechanism. The ultraviolet reflection originates from microscopic structures in the wing scales that scatter and reflect specific wavelengths of light. This phenomenon has inspired research into ultraviolet-based security technologies and optical materials. Plasma and light, the science behind auroras. Auroras occur when solar wind interacts with Earth's magnetic field, creating mesmerizing light displays near the poles. Charged particles from the sun collide with atmospheric molecules such as oxygen and nitrogen, releasing energy as light. Green auroras occur when oxygen emits light at lower altitudes, while red auroras are caused by high-altitude oxygen. Purple and blue hues result from nitrogen interactions. Beyond their beauty, auroras are vital for studying Earth's magnetosphere and solar activity. These studies enhance our understanding of space weather and its potential impacts on Earth's environment and technologies. Ants use buoyancy to travel across water. Ants can float on water, allowing them to travel across rivers or ponds without drowning. Fire ants, in particular, are well known for their ability to link their bodies together to form a raft. By clinging to each other tightly, they create a buoyant and water-resistant structure that can float for days. Ants' bodies naturally repel water, and their collective behavior prevents the raft from sinking. This adaptation helps them survive floods and navigate aquatic environments, showcasing their exceptional ability to respond to natural disasters with teamwork and ingenuity. Optical communication technology and its future potential. Optical communication uses fiber optics to transmit information at high speeds. This technology leverages the principle of total internal reflection, enabling light to travel long distances with minimal signal loss. Compared to traditional copper cables, optical fibers offer better signal quality and resistance to interference, forming the backbone of internet and telephone networks. Future advancements, such as quantum communication, aim to harness the quantum properties of light to enable ultra-secure data transmission. This next-generation technology is expected to revolutionize the Internet, making it faster and more secure than ever before. E. coli and the potential for biofuels. E. coli is being explored as a tool to address global energy challenges. Through genetic engineering, researchers are using E. coli to produce biofuels. Specifically, technologies have been developed to enable E. coli to break down cellulose and sugars to generate ethanol and butanol, which can serve as renewable energy sources. This approach allows for the production of biofuels from waste materials, contributing to environmental sustainability. E. coli's adaptability and metabolic diversity make it a key organism in developing sustainable energy technologies. The COVID-19 is believed to have originated from animals. The COVID-19 is thought to have originated in animals before spreading to humans. Many researchers suspect it was transmitted from bats or other animals, making it a zoonotic disease. Similar cases of animal-to-human transmission have occurred with diseases like SARS and MERS. Factors such as deforestation and increased contact between humans and wildlife are believed to contribute to the emergence of such viruses. This highlights the need for greater environmental conservation to mitigate future risks. The history and impact of the three-point shot. The three-point shot was introduced to the NBA in 1979, revolutionizing basketball strategy. Before its adoption, scoring predominantly occurred near the basket. The three-point rule added a new dimension to the game, emphasizing long-range shooting and increasing tactical diversity. Players began training intensively to improve their shooting accuracy from beyond the arc. The three-point shot has also enhanced the entertainment value of games, as its dramatic potential often shifts momentum. Players like Stephen Curry have transformed the game by utilizing the three-point shot as a primary offensive weapon, inspiring a new era of basketball. The eye muscles move over 100,000 times a day. The external eye muscles, which control eye movement, are some of the most frequently used muscles in the human body. For example, during activities like reading or scanning a landscape, these muscles are estimated to move over 100,000 times a day. These movements are so habitual that we often don't notice the strain, though prolonged tasks such as screen time can lead to muscle fatigue. Taking regular breaks and doing eye exercises can help alleviate this strain. Oil paint dries slowly, making it unique. Unlike watercolor or acrylic paints, oil paints take a long time to dry, ranging from several days to months or even years to fully cure. This slow-drying nature allows artists to work on a painting over an extended period, making adjustments or blending colors seamlessly. For example, Leonardo da Vinci spent about 4 years meticulously refining the Mona Lisa. In contrast, acrylic and watercolor paints dry quickly, making them ideal for artists who prefer a faster workflow. The drying time significantly influences artistic technique. Oil paints cater to those who enjoy a deliberate and layered approach, while faster drying mediums suit artists who prioritize speed and immediacy. The Cricket World Cup is a global spectacle. The Cricket World Cup, held every 4 years, is one of the most anticipated international sporting events. Countries like India, Pakistan, Australia, and England experience nationwide excitement during the tournament. The 2019 World Cup gained particular fame for its dramatic final between England and New Zealand. The match ended in a tie after regular play and a super over, leading to one of the most intense moments in cricket history. The World Cup highlights cricket's ability to captivate fans with its unpredictability and high stakes. The mystery of cats' ear pockets. Cats have a small pocket-like structure at the base of their outer ears, known as Henry's pocket. While its exact function remains unclear, some theories suggest that it helps cats detect certain sound frequencies or enhances their ears' flexibility for quick movement. It may also play a role in folding the ear back to respond to sounds or potential threats. Though its purpose isn't fully understood, it's an intriguing feature unique to cats. Holograms and their technology. Holograms utilize light interference and diffraction to record and reproduce three-dimensional images. By using laser light to capture the reflected light from an object and a reference beam, holograms can precisely recreate the object's shape and spatial information. This technology is used not only in entertainment, but also in medicine and security. For instance, Holographic images are employed on credit cards and currency for anti-counterfeiting purposes. In medicine, holography enables the creation of detailed 3D models of organs, assisting in surgical planning and enhancing medical imaging techniques. The science of salt preservation and modern applications. Salt preserves food by drawing out water through osmotic pressure, creating an environment unsuitable for microbial growth. This mechanism has been used for centuries in traditional preservation methods like curing meat and pickling vegetables. Today, this principle is applied in modern food processing, such as making dried fruits and jerky. Salt also improves the quality of frozen foods by enhancing texture and flavor. Sprinkling salt before freezing helps evenly distribute water within cells, resulting in better texture and taste after thawing. These preservation techniques demonstrate how salt continues to play a vital role in food science. The touchpad revolutionized laptop usability in the 1990s. The touchpad, now a standard feature on laptops, was first introduced in 1992 by American company Circ. Before its invention, laptops used trackballs or joysticks as pointing devices. The touchpad's compact size and intuitive operation quickly made it the preferred option. It uses capacitive sensing technology to detect finger movement and control the cursor. Modern touchpads have evolved to include multi-touch gestures and enhanced precision, greatly improving the user experience for laptop users. Snake venom glands and types of fangs. Snake venom is produced in specialized glands known as venom glands and is injected into prey through their fangs. There are three main types of fangs. The first type includes fixed, long fangs found in species like vipers and cobras. The second type is shorter fangs located at the back of the mouth, common in colubrids. The third type is hinged fangs, which are found in pit vipers like rattlesnakes. These hinged fangs remain folded inside the mouth and extend forward when striking. The development of venom glands and specialized fangs is essential for a snake's survival, aiding both in hunting and self-defense. Octopus's short lifespans are tied to high adaptability. The lifespan of an octopus is relatively short, averaging just 1 to 3 years. However, this brevity is closely linked to their high adaptability. Octopuses grow rapidly and exhibit exceptional learning abilities, allowing them to quickly adjust to new environments. Their short lifespans also result in faster generational turnover, enabling genetic adaptations to environmental changes to occur more rapidly than in longer-lived species. This short life cycle, while seemingly a limitation, is a key factor in the octopus's evolutionary success. The origins of basketball and its early rules. Basketball was invented in 1891 by Dr. James Naismith, who established 13 original rules for the game. These rules included principles such as players cannot run while holding the ball, pushing or striking opponents is prohibited, and after a goal is scored, the ball is to be put back into play from the starting point. Initially, games were played with 9 players on each team, and dribbling was not part of the game. Naismith used a peach basket nailed to the wall as the first goal and a soccer ball for the initial matches. Remarkably, basketball was conceived and organized within just 2 weeks, as an indoor activity to engage students during the cold winter months. Physical and mental health benefits of basketball. Basketball offers numerous physical and mental health benefits. The sport combines aerobic and anaerobic exercises, improving cardiovascular health and building muscle strength. Playing basketball also enhances communication skills through team interactions and reduces stress. For youth, the game fosters leadership and teamwork. Regular participation in basketball can lead to long-term health benefits, including improved heart rate, prevention of obesity, and better mental well-being, making it a holistic form of exercise. Butterflies exhibit social behaviors in certain contexts. While most butterflies are solitary, some species display social behaviors. Migratory butterflies form large groups during their journeys, sharing information and staying together for mutual benefit. Additionally, certain species engage in a behavior called puddling, where they gather around puddles or damp areas to absorb minerals. This behavior is especially common among males, as the minerals are essential for reproduction. These social behaviors demonstrate that butterflies are not purely solitary insects, but interact with their environment and other butterflies in significant ways. Some ants use venom to hunt their prey. Certain ants use venom as a weapon to immobilize their prey or defend their colony. For example, the trap-jaw ant uses its powerful jaws to strike its prey, followed by a venomous sting that paralyzes the victim. Another example is the giant killer ant, which works in groups to attack spiders or large insects, using venom to weaken them before carrying them back to the nest. Fire ants are another species known for their potent venom, which causes severe pain and allergic reactions in humans. These hunting tactics demonstrate how ants use their natural weapons not only for protection, but also to dominate their environment and secure food. The fats in avocados support brain health. The unsaturated fats found in avocados play a vital role in maintaining brain health. Oleic acid, in particular, helps repair nerve cells and facilitates the formation of new neural pathways. Avocados are also rich in vitamin E, which protects the brain from oxidative stress. Due to these properties, avocados are gaining attention as a food that can help prevent cognitive decline and enhance memory and focus. The unexpected link between volcanic eruptions and tsunamis. Volcanic eruptions can trigger tsunamis. In 1883, the eruption of Indonesia's Krakatoa volcano caused a massive collapse of the island, generating a tsunami that killed approximately 30,000 people in nearby regions. Similarly, the 2022 underwater volcano eruption near Tonga produced a tsunami, with its shock waves being detected around the world. Influenza can also be transmitted from humans to animals. While influenza transmission from animals to humans often draws attention, there are cases where humans transmit influenza viruses to animals. This is called reverse zoonosis. For example, human influenza viruses have been reported to infect ferrets and pigs. In such cases, the infected animals may exhibit symptoms like fever and coughing. Differences in basketball styles across countries. Basketball playing styles vary significantly between countries. In the United States, dynamic play emphasizing individual skills and athleticism is prominent. European basketball focuses on team strategies and efficient ball movement. In Asia, the game often highlights speed and technical skills, with Japanese teams emphasizing shooting accuracy and teamwork. These stylistic differences reflect cultural influences, players' physical attributes, and training methods. International tournaments blend these distinct styles, often resulting in innovative approaches to the game.